I'm the managing director for Parked and one of the founding directors, having put together and led the original engineering solution. Parked has put together a prefabricated modular car parking structure, and it is typically a typical car park structure that's brought into site in large elements or modules and bolted together. My background is as a structural engineer. I have 11 years of experience in construction and specialised engineering, both in Europe and in Australia. And previous to my role with Parked, I was a practice manager for a national engineering consulting firm. We have gone very quickly from the seed stage, raising seed back in December 2016, and we have used that seed capital to bring us to a point where we're very close to listing the business. We have a prospectus that is typeset and almost ready to go for printing. The product is a concrete structure. We looked at the market and other solutions for semi-permanent, permanent car park structures, and we tried to give people what the market wanted, and that was a solid concrete car park that looked and felt in every way like a normal in-situ poured concrete car park. So the challenge for us was to make it light enough that we could transport it, but also give it the robustness and the spanning ability to make it feel open and welcoming and almost like it's a traditional car park in that respect. We are very fortunate in that the car park market and the need for car parks is always on demand, and as we progress in our change in transportation habits and all that sort of thing, we will always need places to put our vehicles, whether they're driverless cars or whether they're taxis that are waiting to be used or whatever. We are always going to need places to keep our cars. The key target markets that we are approaching with our business development, in the first instance, are automotive retailers. So they're car dealerships and people who store new cars out in, on the outskirts of a city. Our chairman has come from that industry, and we have good links into the industry where we know how they'll benefit out of a very efficient construction and cost solution for their parking needs. Outside of the automotive retail, we have public transport hubs. There's a huge demand for parking at train stations and bus hubs. All governments are pushing for more users on transportation, and to make it attractive for people to use public transport, they need to be able to park their cars at certain park and ride centres or hubs. On top of that, we have institutions, hospitals, universities. Our habits in terms of transport are evolving in ways that we still like our discrete transport, or our cars, bikes, vehicles, and the expectations are that parking solutions are provided at institutional places. On top of that, we have any other number of markets. They're probably a little bit, long list to go through right now, but the other one to mention would be retail centres and shopping centres. They have in the majority of times they have a minimum number of car bays that they need to provide per square metre, and that number is always increasing as they try and meet the demands of the consumers and shoppers. We've got a very exciting milestone that will happen within the first 12 months, we hope, and that is the construction of the first car park, which will be for a client in Perth The contract for that car park is already signed and executed, and we anticipate that to be complete in a way that will demonstrate the benefits of the system and help us to further develop new business.